Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Lord of the Rings Online Beorn playthrough. On our last episode, or on the last video, we were talking to Chief Watcher Grimbriar. We did a couple of quests for him, killed a couple of, what are they called? Brigands. We killed a few brigands. We found out they were trying to build an army, so we went and we stole a couple of notes from the general. So now we have to go and find his scouts. They should be further down that way. We will in fact stray off from there and go straight into the dwarf made blade. It's a quest that we picked up in the previous episode. And pretty much this dwarf had just made a blade. Someone ended up stealing it, so we gotta go talk to the smiths of Bree. Even though Bree is in the back, there's a smith. There's like a forge over here. So there's a smith standing over here. We're gonna walk over to him and talk to him, see what he can tell us about that stolen blade. Let's see, it's not too far. There it is. You can see the forge on the little mini map. And you can see the forge right there. So there's the quest over his head. There's a little dwarf there. Oh no, it's not a dwarf, it's a hobbit. Little hobbit.
Greetings.
So this is what he says. He says, "What? A stolen sword? Stolen from a dwarf? I don't know what you are talking about. Please go away. I don't know anything about it." Then it says, Kenton mops his brow nervously. Yes, I admit it. I took it. Please, don't tell the constable. Please, I did it to save my family. See, a brigand named Nate, he told me that he would hurt my family unless I made a sword for their captain, Blake. But I didn't have the iron to forge one, and I was desperate to save my family, so I took the dwarf sword. Nate said that before he gave the sword to Blake, he was going to test the blade against the workers at the site of Thornley's silo, just before the graveyard and the Boar Hollow. If you find him there, maybe you can convince him to return Lofer's sword and leave my family alone. What do you say? So we're gonna go
Might I
help this
take
guy
a
out.
moment of your time?
Now, I want to set matters right. I do, and maybe you can help do that. See, like I said before, Nate said that before he gave the sword to Blake, he was going to test the blade against the workers at the unfinished silo site to the east. The site is just before the graveyard and at the top of the hollow boars. So we're gonna go straight to the hollow boars. It's not too far away from here, so we'll just walk there. And we're gonna start doing the episodes a little shorter, because I know I've said that like 3-4 times already, but I want to do 2 levels per episode, and it's not gonna happen. So there's Nate. That's a brigand. He's dead. As you kneel to examine Nate, it is clear that he is quite dead. His hand grasps the hilt of a sword, but the blade has snapped off and is nowhere to be found. You take the hilt from the dead brigand's hand. So he's gonna have to repair the sword. Alright, so we brought him the hilt. He's gonna repair it. He's gonna need a couple of
How can I
materials.
be of service?
He says, "What? The blade broke and Nate is dead? Oh, this is bad. Very, very bad. What if Blake comes looking for his sword? I won't have one to give him, and they'll do something terrible to my family. I need a sword to give him. If only I had another blade to give them." Wait, Do you think Loafer would make another if you explained the situation to him? My family is in danger. Could you please ask him? Let's go ask. So he's the one that took the blade. Then he wants to ask the dwarf that he took the blade from to make him another sword. But he wants me to explain it for him. He doesn't want to do it himself, he just wants me to explain it. We're gonna see how this goes. Alright, there's the dwarf.
This is unthinkable.
He says, another blade? He cannot be serious. I am already behind on other work. And now I must forge a new blade for Chief Watcher Grimbriar. Time is precious, don't give it away for nothing, my father used to say. Loafer cuts himself off, lost in thought for a moment, then continues. Actually lost my father to brigands a few years back. Wouldn't wish that on anyone. Bah! Give me that hilt. I must be going soft. I'll do it to keep his family safe, but he's going to have to do something in exchange.
By Durin's beard, won't you give me even a moment?
Now, I'll help that Kenton Thistleway by forging another sword, but with two conditions. The first one is that if the brigand doesn't come around looking for the sword, I get it back. Second, Thistleway gives me a hand and does some more of that simpler work I've got piling up around here while I forge the new blade. Here, take these things over to him to work on. The axe needs a new haft, that bellows needs new leather, and that helm needs to be reshaped and reinforced. Take that over to Kenton and tell him if he gets it done and I'm happy with the work, we'll call it even on the cost of the two swords. Now off with you. I've got to get to work on this new blade. So we gotta go talk to this other smith again. We're almost at 1k HP as well. What do we got around here? What have we got around here? Nothing we can use. Although we do have this. If we use that, it'll get us to 1k for sure. I'm not sure if I forgot to equip it last episode, or if I just didn't want it. But we got that. Let's see what Kenton has to say.
What do you need?
Of course I'll do this work for the dwarf. Here, let me see what he has sent. Kenton examines the items. All of these can be easily repaired, but I don't have the materials to do it. I hate to ask this, but could you help me gather what I need? So we're gonna help him. We're gonna collect iron straps, flawless boar hides, and trinkets. So the boar hides and the trinkets are
How can I be of
over where
service?
the boars are at, obviously. And this guy here has the other material.
Why are you bothering me?
The iron straps. Bah, he wants iron straps? Kenton always needs something. He is straining the cost of this project. We have no straps in our stores. Here, take this old iron pot. He can make some straps out of that. Yeah, at least they're helping him out. So this other skill is called Ferocious Roar. It says let out a battle cry, causing you to rapidly gain wrath. So it's kind of what we enhanced on Hearten, where it gives you wrath each second. This one actually gives you 5 every 2 seconds, so it's a little bit worse. So we're gonna pile up that wrath. And pile it some more. So now we got a substantial amount of wrath. It's already at 100. So we're gonna pull a couple of these guys. We barely have 1 out of 3 hides that we need. Still 1. There's a backpack right there, we're gonna use that as well. We're at 2 out of 3 hides. No trinkets. The trinkets are pretty easy. Gonna see what this backpack has. Some coins and a power pot. Still 2 out of 3. Picked up 1 trinket. Picked up 2 trinkets. And the third one should be on the opposite side. So we're gonna kill this guy. Still got no skin out of that guy. There's 2 more there, so we'll probably take those guys out first. No idea why she's fighting with her bow. I have to fix that. Give me just a sec. Alright, there we go. And still no hide. We'll just pick up this trinket. We'll kill 1 more boars. Well, you know what? We'll get that backpack over there. There's 3 boars there. Take them all out. Alright, so we got it. So now we have to bring back the stuff. We also have mail. I believe it's from me. Well, my other character. So we're not gonna be worrying about that too much right now. I am gonna use... No! The whistle is gone. No more horse. Okay. I'm debating on whether I should pay for it. I'm gonna delete the character anyways. See how many points she's earned. Come on, load. Still not enough. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. We're gonna keep walking around. Alright, let's see what he has to say this time.
What do you need?
Oh, good, you've returned. Here, give me those things. While you were away, something terrible happened. Please, I need your help.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Oh, it's terrible. Blake, the brigand captain who wanted the sword, came and told me he knew Nate was dead, and that he knew I had something to do with it. I tried to tell him I didn't, that I would have another sword for him soon, but he wouldn't listen. He said he's taken my daughter, Maribel. If I don't give him another sword, and soon, he'll kill her. You must save her. Please, get that sword from Lofar, and then go to Blake's camp. It's in the Bree fields up north of Bree. I'm sure he'll release my daughter when he has that sword. Please hurry. I don't know what I'll do if they harm her. You should bring a few seasoned warriors with you. Blake's men are ruthless. I'm the only warrior you need. So this is the part that I was telling you guys in the last video where I have to rescue this girl. That's her. So we're gonna rush on over to pick up that blade. I don't believe the dwarf is gonna give it to me, so I'm gonna have to bust a rescue mission. That's probably why I end up going there. Alright, so there's the dwarf. Let's see what he has to say about this.
What is the meaning of this?
Those accursed brigands took Thistleway's daughter. This is bad. The sword isn't ready yet, and I know these type of fellas. They won't take no for an answer. They'll kill that girl. You'll have to mount a rescue and free Kenton's daughter. Hurry now and gather friends. I fear you'll need them to face Blake. So they're telling me to gather friends, but I don't think anybody's on the same quest as me. Let me check. Nope, one is level 25 and the other one's 16. He's a lore master though, so I don't think he's gonna want a group. He has his bear. He could just summon companions and they help him out. Gonna kill a couple of these suckers. Nothing of interest there. We'll just keep on going. Alright, now this is the same place where we were at, as I mentioned before. There's two ways to enter this, so I'm just gonna go the same way we've been doing. Even though she's on the further side, we could just pick up any good loot. Ah, you missed. There we go. So she's dead. Gonna kill this guy. You know what, I'm gonna pull him all the way up. Alright, they're dropping more stuff this time. Okay, let's check it out. They dropped a backhand axe. Not better than mine. Quilted shirt of determination. It sounds like an agility based. So we're gonna check it. It's will. It's light shirt. Let's keep on going. We'll just pull all these guys. Alright. Took care of those guys pretty fast. Alright, so she's in here. Let's see what she has to say.
Oh dear.
Thank you, thank you. I filched the key a while ago, but I was too scared to use it. Now with you here, I can use it and we can escape. Hopefully we can get away before Blake notices. So I gotta protect this chick. Gonna toss a heal up on her. Helps us with the wrath and it keeps her alive. No reason not to. Alright. More coming in. And there's Blake. There's our guy. Why the hell did he go for her? Just ignores me. Messed with the wrong bear. Take that. She says, quick, follow me. With Blake dead, we can make our escape. So she's gonna go through the other way. Toss the heal on her. Alright. We got a fur helmet. I'm probably gonna change that one. It's got more armor. Although it's agility based, it could be good for evading and dodging and whatnot. I believe this is where she leaves. She doesn't need us to escort her that far out. We're just gonna break through here. Kill whoever stands in our way. Alright. So we got her, we got them. She escaped. Now we gotta go back and turn in this quest. Before we go straight that way, I'm gonna stop by this farm. There's also brigands in this farm, so might as well see what they drop. Just a little bit, just for a little bit. Not gonna take too long. Just gonna have them chase us over here. We'll beat this one up. And then that one, and we'll go straight ahead. Nothing good. So the quest is over here. We're gonna turn it in. Let's see what happens next. Let's see. Wish you would run a little bit faster. If not, I'll just make the video longer. Might as well. Kind of boring just knowing one part of the story. So we'll try to make it over to where his scouts are at. It's actually rather
How can I
pretty
be of
far.
service?
Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we'll take the earring. And the earring has more vitality. We'll sub it for the 2 vitality we have now. And that should keep us there. And I forgot to read what he said. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Just pretty much it was just thank you, stuff like that. Plus we ended up killing the guy, so I don't think he's gonna give a crap about his blade. So the dwarf is happy, this guy's happy, he kept his blade anyways. I do believe he should have apologized though. Taking a blade like that, how dare you. Just gonna keep on running. Probably gonna stop when I level up to 17. Then the next episode will be 18. Then after that be 19, and we'll stop at 20. After I'll show you guys about the skirmishes and the instances and stuff like that. I'll make a separate video aside from that. We'll say goodbye to this Beorn, Sojournia, and prior to that I'll show you guys a quick intro video to see, here's the quest. So horse left, boom, okay. Mad Bear, or one of us. This is from Langhar. If you guys remember from the first video, that's our sister. It says, "Dear one, how goes your journey? You are often in my thoughts, and I hope that this letter finds you strong and hardy. Sturkist speaks of you often, jealous that you have gone to the wide lands and he has not. But every day some of Grimbeorn's resolve that we stay at home diminishes somewhat. I am writing to you to tell you that word has reached us of a mighty bear, maddened with rage, rampaging through a forest in the Breland. It may be nothing, but I wonder if it is more than that. Could it be this creature is one of our kind, a skin changer? If so, we owe it to the people of the Breland to put an end to that threat of it. The travelers that brought us this word says there is a camp near an old forest threatened by this creature. Find someone at this Adsos camp and do what you can, Langar. So there's the epic, not epic. It's class quest. You get a few of those till you level up to I believe it's 45 when you get the last one. Don't take my word for it though. So we're gonna go to Adsos camp and try to beat up that other bear. Bear against bear brutality. That's what's gonna happen. Alright, so his camp's not that far from here. We've been there before. It's the one where I told you guys. So it's where that, I'm not sure if you can see it. It's past that wall. There's a lumber camp, kinda like they're building something. And there's little tents over here. Where we have to go is in this tent. This one right here, I believe it is. If not, it's this little cart. Or it could be this one. I believe it's on this side. I'm pretty sure it's on this side. Yeah, see, there you go. That's the quest right there. Adso. So let's talk to Adso.
Might I have a word with you?
Hey, friend. You're not from around here, and that may be a good thing. This is serious business, and I can't trust any of these louts with something so delicate. Making a place of my own took an unexpected turn not so long ago, and I am loath to tell my workers what had happened. I hope that you can help me with this matter. This satchel holds the last payment I need to make to ensure the safety of the folk here and the sanctity of this soon-to-be splendid landmark. So I guess it's not this guy. Where the heck is... Oh, well, it could be him. Clothar. Let's see what he has to say.
Are you here to help us?
That's what he says. Are you here to help us? Please tell me you are here to help. You assure Clothar that you will do what you can and ask what plagues him. A bear, a great monstrous thing. We tried not to get too close to the forest if we can help it, but sometimes there's no other choice, and Adso needs us to go under the eaves for some reason or another. Well, yesterday afternoon, I was just within the trees when I saw a huge shape of a bear lumbering towards me. It was big, even bigger than you, and the very sight filled me with dread. If you think you can do something about this demon in bear shape, for that it certainly must be, let me know, and I will show you where I saw the beast. So I'm gonna accept it. We also got a class trait point. Come on.
I will show you where I saw that great beast of a bear.
Alright, come with me. I will show you where I saw that great beast of a bear. But if we see it again, you need to protect me. Do you agree? Because otherwise I will stay right here. Thank you very much. Little hobbits, little hobbits.
Oh, I do not like this creepy forest, but I will show you where I saw that great beast of a bear.
Alright, thank you, little hobbit. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, I do not know about this, Sojournia. I know I said I would show you where I saw the giant bear, but as we approach the spot, I like being here less and less. This was a mistake, so we had to follow him. I suppose we've come this far. Yeah, you think? Here, I'll pop a heal for you. How about that? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. You might be one of the big folk. Oh no, did you hear that? Well, I freaking healed myself. I can't look. Talk to the new arrival in the language of animals. Well, that's not the language of animals. Skittish deer. You speak soothing words to the deer in the language of animals, words taught to you by Beorning and other of your kind in your youth. The deer's panic gradually subsides, though its ears still twitch at every sound. The frightened creature's demeanor tells you that Clothar is right to worry. A large predator is nearby. Alright, thank you, deer. You spoke to that deer and it understood you? I heard you, Sojournia, and you did that, and so did that deer. I don't mean in the way that someone might speak to the rabbits that haunt a body's garden, scaring them away with his voice. I mean that whatever it was you said to that deer, it understood you, as I do. How is it you came to learn the language of animals? I wish I could speak to animals. What does he say? That is some trick. I would ask the birds what it feels like to fly. Have you ever asked one that? Does a bird wonder what life is like as a hobbit? If a bird ever asked me that, I would tell him that it is an enjoyable life. We get plenty of fine dinners and quality pipeweed and enjoy lives of comfort. I wager you wish you were a hobbit now. There's a freaking bear. Didn't get to finish reading that bear. You see something in the creature's eyes that gives you pause. Your ancestor Beorn had a special kinship with the creatures that made their homes near this lodge, and you have inherited some measures of this quality as well. You try to draw upon this portion of your nature to calm the mighty beast before you. What has driven this creature to such rage? It seems that your words are having some effect, but suddenly the creature shakes its great head and redoubles its assault. So we gotta keep fighting it. That's a freaking huge bear. Now you are certain, in the bear's eyes you see fear. You reach out to the bear once more, drawing upon your natural affinity for the creatures. A low rumble confirms your belief. Something has put a great and terrible fear into the bear, setting in motion this frenzied assault. Friend, you speak to it in reassuring tones, and the bear speaks its name. Suddenly, a great shudder seizes the creature's body, and he attacks once more. Once again, it's him. The fear in Bramblesnar's eyes is now gone, replaced with different emotions. Respect and admiration. Your calming words and the strength of your resolve have brought Bramblesnar back to his senses. In the language of his kind, he tells you of a frightening wraith that stalked the plains where lie in the barrows of long dead men. The visage of the terrible king awoke in Bramblesnar a primal fear, and he could not shake the madness that held him in its grip. With a thankful snort, Bramblesnarl turns and walks back among the trees. I can hardly believe it. I knew there was something peculiar about you, Sojournia, but not everyone can speak to animals. After all, can they? You are a skin changer. Not just tails, but tails, as my old dad used to say. I cannot believe there are really people such as you in this world. For a moment, Clothar looks as if he is going to faint dead away, but then he recovers himself and sticks out his hand. It would be an honor to shake your hand, Sojourner. Did I say there must be few folk like you in this world? That is a shame, for you could have killed that bear, but chose not to do so. Instead, you showed restraint and mercy. This world could use more folk like you, if you want this hobbit's opinion. So that's done and done. Let us leave this forest behind us, Sojourner. I have had quite enough adventure for today. Thank you very much. Alright, the class quests also give you, well,
I
a trade
have
point.
heard tales of skin changers, but I never thought I'd meet one.
I think I expected them to feel scarier or more wild, but you seemed like a pleasant enough lass. I thought you were really tall. Bam. Just gonna stop there. And that's the quest. Completed that one. And we're gonna end the video here, guys. Don't want to make it too long. In the next video, I'll probably walk to Grimbriar's scouts outside of the video so that it doesn't take us that long, and we'll do it like that. Every time we need to move from area to area, I'll just record the quests that I have found. I don't want to leave you guys with gaps, but we'll be going straight this way, that way. And as always, don't forget to comment if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, comment telling me why you didn't like the video. And I'll see you guys next time.